Steve, a poor result and performance from your team. What's your assessment after the game?
I think they're putting that mildly. I think first half I thought we did all right with the ball. We knocked it about well. We looked okay. Give a poor goal away. We're coming at half time, and I was quite pleased with the way we played. But once again, we played well for 45 minutes. We've got out second half and not listened to the advice and the instructions that players have been given. You know, I couldn't count on my hands how many times people I've seen walking, wrong side of men, give the ball away, not tracking back. Fair play to Charnock, you know, they were up for it, looked a lot fitter and sharper than us, but disappointed with attitudes. I think the big thing for me tonight is attitude. You know, we've got ourselves back in it, say at 3-1, and then we concede within 60 seconds, make it 4-1.
You talk about people's attitudes and the work rate. How do you address something like that in the sort of coming days before Saturday's game? Well,
we'll train Thursday. You know, I've just said to a couple of players in there that didn't start tonight, you will start Saturday. Do I go out and get 6 or 7 different players in? That's not the way to do it. But these players have had a hell of a lot of chances now. Some of these players have had a lot of chances. Some of these players haven't took the chance. That's my job. It's down to me. I brought them in, and it's my job to make sure that come Saturday, we are chasing footballs. We are running after footballs. We are chasing runners. Yeah, and I'll do that.
Is tonight's performance perhaps a result of tired legs? And do you need to, I know you said you don't want to bring in 6 or 7 players, but do you need to add a bit more squad depth to the team?
Listen, we've got 1 or 2 injuries, that's no excuse. You know, we've got 1 or 2 injuries. You know, Coodie's missing, Johnny Black's missing, Manny's missing, you know, Jacko back on the bench tonight, which is great. No, it's not an excuse. Charnock played Saturday, we played Saturday. You know, all right, we played during the week. I think Charnock played during the week in the Macro Cup as well. So we've played the same amount of games as everyone else. You know, it's not a case of like they've had a week off or anything. They just wanted it more than us. That's the top and bottom of it, Will, is they wanted it more than us.
You touched on the sort of injuries that you've got and Martin coming back tonight. How's Martin feeling after his sort of cameo appearance, and have you got any updates on the players that are out injured?
Well, Coodie's ill. You know, Coodie's ill. We were hoping to stick him on the bench tonight, but he just wasn't right. John Black's still 2 or 3 weeks away. Codgy's still 2 or 3 weeks away. Possibly, hopefully, have Coodie back in the squad for Saturday. Fingers crossed. But you know, it's the attitude of the players that's disappointing for me.
Matt Dudley's now gone a fair few games without finding the back of the net. How's his confidence at the moment, and do you perhaps need to bring somebody in to challenge him, just to give him that little boost up front?
Yeah, possibly. You know, listen, Dudley's played for me quite a while now. I know what he's about. He'll go on barren runs, but while he's going on barren runs, he creates goals. He won us the penalty on Saturday. He made 4 goals when we beat Pilkington at home 5-1 the week before. You know, he made a goal against Nelson. You know, I don't want Duz to score, of course I do. Does want to score, of course he does. It's not a worry for me because I know he'll go on 5, 6, 7 games where he'll score goals. But yeah, you know, we're trying to bring a centre forward in. You know, that might mean we have to change the shape. You know, because obviously looking at that tonight, I'm not going to individually do people in an interview here, but you know, 1 or 2 people know that I'm not happy with the performances tonight. We've said it in there, and things will change Saturday, hopefully.
Over the last few games, we've seen you deploy Harvey White and Luke Sefton as sort of midfielders alongside Tom Walker. Do you perhaps need to bring in a more sort of conventional number 8 to go alongside Tom?
Well, we changed the system when we played Pilkington, and it worked. We won 5-1. We kept that same system against Nelson. We won 3-0. You know, we played the same system on Saturday against Pilkington and played well for 45 minutes. You know, the problem is bringing these players in. You know, I think Luke and Harvey have worked well as a 2. Tom Walker, again, tonight was our best player. You know, he's took a knock in the first half. I feel sorry for him now, because I honestly think the referees now look at the team sheet, see Tom Walker and think, yeah, I'm going to book him. He should never have got booked tonight. Never. Yeah, if he's getting booked, the lad that they were grappling on the floor should have been booked with him. Yeah, but...
and finally, Saturday, you face another tough game. Kendall travel to the Harry Williams Riverside Stadium. What are your thoughts ahead of that one?
They're all tough games in this league, mate. You know, we said this at the beginning of the season. You know, I think we're a third way through the season now. Kendall are a good side. I know quite a lot of the players. I know Jimmy, the manager. He'll have them fired up. And I think 5 or 6 lads at Kendall's team have played for me before, so they'll be fired up. But we've got to listen. I said to my players on Saturday, Pilkington are going to come out flying out of the traps because we beat them 5-1 before. I shouldn't have to say that to my players on Saturday. They should be beating that door down at 10-3, 5-3 on Saturday to put that performance right. People have paid money to watch that tonight. People have travelled distances to watch that tonight. Yeah, and it's not just it's well, I could go on for a while, Will, but I'll not.
Cheers for your time, Steve.
Thanks.